guys, this is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today we're going to talk about how to utilize your angelic team. Okay, now when you incarnate on this planet Earth, there are different levels of awareness that you can hit based off of your understanding as yourself, as a soul, as an energy being, as a human being, and being immersed in an etheric environment and in a physical environment at the same time. Being able to actually discern yourself from others and from the individuals on your soul stream and from the individuals outside of you is also very critical. There are different levels of being involved in a physical world where it's so wrapped up in an etheric reality at the same time. It's kind of like an underlay. You have the higher etheric realms, and then you have the lower etheric realms, and then you have the physical planet Earth. Then you have even lower etheric realms, and then you have higher etheric realms, and then even higher etheric realms as it goes down to the center of the planet. And it kind of like resets. It kind of resets itself, kind of like a huge apple, like a Taurus apple with different layers going throughout it from bottom to top, as each level of dimension, as the level of bandwidth that you're experiencing it at, based off of your level to be able to perceive yourself as that bandwidth itself. So to keep it simple, as you are on the bandwidth of the physical planet Earth, while being able to understand yourself as an energy being, it's important to understand that you actually have an angelic team that you can call in and actually work with you to make your life easier, in a polluted etheric space as dense as planet Earth. So that's what this video is going to be about, okay? So the way I look at it is waking up as who you are officially, who you are predominantly. Every single being that wakes up, they wake up as an etheric energy body that is totally large, totally giant, totally gargantuan, and you basically tower over the consciousness that you exist in energetically. It's like when you walk around, like the levels that people exist at, they're basically at your ankles. And that's just your energy body, okay? So when people see through their third eye, I'm not sure if they understand that they're looking through a giant energy body, or they may just be looking through their own filter of reality based off of their physical understanding from the proportionate perspective that they exist at in their physical vessel. However, most people, when they open their third eye, they are looking through their lens of a giant energy body, okay? That's how I perceive my reality, because every time I walk around, I basically get hit with energy that is unprocessed from the masses that hit my ankles, that hit my shins, hit my knees. Basically, it's like if you identify as your large energy body, things get a lot easier, and you basically become like the most evolved individual in that field. And in that field, you gain a lot more responsibility, and you gain a lot more integrity and clarity based off who you are, and understanding and discernment and levels of spectrum to be able to balance yourself and your emotions. When you clear a space, okay, you're calling in your angelic team. When you sit down and meditate, you're calling in your angelic team. It's very simple stuff, very simple protocol. You want to have a protocol basically for being alive on the planet Earth, because when you wake up, as I say all the time, it's not a joke, okay? It's like, I don't want to get graphic here, but it's like you energetically wake up and it's like you're surrounded by toddlers who won't stop shitting themselves and don't understand, like, they're living in their own shit. Like you're not supposed to actually like take a shit in water. Like you're like, that's like the most like foul thing you could possibly do. Like you're not supposed to utilize energy from the ground and then run it. It's just like there's way easier and way more facilitated things to actually run a planetary society system. And it's just like fossil fuels and sewage systems that run off of the environment. It's like it doesn't, everything's dirty. Like the electric is dirty. Like the electric will get caught in your auric field if you sit under halogen lights for too long. It creates like a negative net. Okay, so all right, to keep it positive here, all right, you need to have a protocol for clearing your sacred space. Okay, every time you go to the bathroom, you're clearing the bath. Okay, you're clearing the sinks, you're clearing the toilets, because there's beings who like to ride those bandwidths and will attach to you while you're on the toilet. All right, that's how a lot of beings end up getting into other people's energy fields. All right, like this is like really raw stuff that I'm telling you because people need to know, because nobody in the Ascension community will go this deep or has activated their third eyes to actually be able to perceive and look at these beings just riding the coattails of every individual on the planet Earth. All right, that's why you ever refer to, like, you ever hear me refer or anybody else refer to beings as turd beings, because they're actually pieces of shit. Like, these beings actually think they're pieces of shit. So they ride the bandwidth of the toilet. Like toilets, like the toilet waves, like picture like a sewage reality that these beings travel through, because everything is conscious. When a toilet flushes, they use that as a vortex to get through to people's chakras when they're using the toilet. It's disgusting. All right, so every time you go to the bathroom, clear the bathroom, call on your angels, clear the bathroom. Okay, clear your entire area that you live in every day. Clear your jewelry, have your angelic team clear the hooks off of you. These are the type of things that I tell my clients every time I have a healing session with them, because this level of discernment just isn't widely understood or taught. Like, once you have like a negative being on your stream, unless you're actually doing work on yourself, that being is going to continue feeding off of your negative emotions that you think are your negative perception of yourself, or your negative thoughts and actions that fuel your reality, when they're really being influenced by the infiltration from these shitty beings. Okay, here's what you do. All right, you need a protocol every single day. Things that I say that keep my reality clean and clear, because when you wake up, you're basically responsible. If you can see things, you can't ignore them, you become responsible for them. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Okay, so like, if you live with people, those people, unfortunately, if they don't know what chakras are, if they don't know what energy centers are, if they don't know what an energy body is, then they're being puppeted in some way, shape, or form. And they got beings jumping in and out of the body every single day of their life. All right, so to make your life easier, you keep those beings off of them, so you don't have to deal with them when they're triggering them, making everything, a lot shittier. So here's what I say. Okay, call in what I like to call an ascension team. You can call them what you like to call, whatever you want to call your personal angel squad. All right. Call them the ascension team, the A team, just the team that's going to help you strive, thrive, and move forward through into clarity, into higher frequency. All right, call them whatever you want. I use 6 angels around me in a circle, and then 12 angels around those 6 in the same circle. All right, all in one circle. Okay, now if you look at that circle, you see 19 circles in all, which is 18 circles around one circle where you stand in the center. All right, so basically you call these angels. I actually use 13th dimensional angels. That's the level of light, 13th density. You call them up, and then you have them surround you. And then here's my protocol. I say, A team, please cut all the hooks off my vessel and energy body, please. And I say, A team, please remove all the beings who are not in my soul stream or soul team out of my field. And I say, A team, please remove all the beings who are not on the soul stream or soul team of all the individuals in this residual area, please. And that's it. Like, it's basically like, when you do this, You basically run your neighborhood. You run wherever you're at. Like, you are a pillar of light. So when you do this, you're basically expanding your energy, and then nothing that is negative can get close to you, like, at all. Like, it's like, sure, there's other people who are hooked. There's other people who may be triggered for no reason. There's other people who are going to have the being that has been running their subconscious and emotional fields and thought patterns their entire life hop right back on them, like 5 minutes later after you remove them off of them. However, that has nothing to do with you, because while you're in the space, that's not going to happen. It's like that, like the odds of that are a lot less from happening to you, because as you expand your influence as a light being, less and less potential of that happening becomes eminent. All right, so that's what I wanted to share. It's very simple stuff. Real quick, I'll draw the circles here. It's a creation pattern of the universe, okay? Very simple, look, very simple. If you just use 6, all right? Look, just use 6, there you go. And it's simple. You have you in the center and then your 6 angels. Call them up. They come to your energy field from the left, all right? And then you basically say those commands, okay? And you can even ask them to send you love, like, anytime you want. Like, you know, I do this for my clients. My clients have seen results from them. You know, literally, I bring them in for you. And then, like, literally, I have my clients say, oh, I feel all the hooks literally untangling, unhooking, and snapping off of me, like, right when you had them come in and told me to say these words, okay? So I felt like you guys are ready to actually, like, hear, like, the methodology that I use for my clients, because I've grown so much and I can do so much more for beings who decide to contact me for healing. And, you know, I feel like a lot of you guys are actually out there doing the work. So keep at it and, you know, stay strong, stay high vibe out there, and make sure that you always stay in your heart with your own integrity in your mind, based off of your own version of your highest self and your highest potential that you are looking to actually create and co-create, manifest your preferred reality here on the planet Earth. All right, so peace and love to you. If you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.net. I do healing, intuitive coaching, energy readings, numerology readings, and soul totems for your spirit guides in power animal form. All right, so check those out and send me an email if you guys would like anything else you guys would like to see. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.